good morning, good afternoon, or perhaps good evening, whichever is the case for you as you watch this video. For me, as I begin recording this video, it is evening. It is Thursday evening at 10:20 on July 3rd, 2025. Along with welcoming you to my channel, allow me to thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe before sharing this video and turning on the post notification bell. I kind of got fucked over by the activities person today. I need a SIM card for my new phone. I have a brand new Samsung Galaxy S25, which is their latest S series, which is Samsung's latest S series, the 25. And so I need a new SIM card for my phone. So I booked a ride to Walmart for this morning to be picked up between 10:44 and 11:14. That's how it works with call right here in St. Louis. It's a transit system for the disabled, usually. I mean, pretty much basically always for the disabled people. I'm disabled, for those of you who do not know. I suffered a massive stroke back in '08 that left me paralyzed on my left side. I am, as they call it, a hemiplegic, confined to a wheelchair and confined to living in a nursing home. So I had a ride scheduled for this morning between 10:40 to be picked up between 10:44 and 11:14, and to be picked up to return between 1 and 1:30 p.m. 10:44 was AM, then 11:14 was AM, obviously. And then my return time was between 1 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. I had it all planned out. And then I went down early to ask the activities woman, the one who passes out the money. I wanted to make sure that she could give me my money by the time I'd be leaving at around 10:45. And she said she couldn't. I said, well, why not? And she said, because I said I couldn't. Well, I'm asking why you can't. She said, because I said I can't. And I said, I know, I heard you say you can't. I'm asking why you said you can't. And I hate when people fucking do that. They answer the question with the reason you're asking the question. Why can't you do it? Because I said I can't do it. I know you said you can't do it. That's why I'm asking why you can't do it. I hate when people do that. It's so frustrating. My most recent girlfriend did that. But if she would answer the question with the same reason, then you asked the question. I'd say, why weren't you at the pool hall last night? I wasn't at the pool hall last night. I know you weren't at the pool hall last night. Why weren't you at the pool hall last night? I wasn't at the pool hall last night, she'd tell me. I know, where were you? I wasn't at the pool hall. I know you weren't at the fucking pool hall. That's why I'm asking you where the fuck you were. I say, I use the pool hall as an example because that's where we met and that's where we hung out every night. We were supposed to. I also worked there and hung out there. And I was with a lying, cheating slut, like pretty much they all are. Bless you. They pretty much all, no, I can't say all women are lying, cheating sluts, but so many are. Nowadays, it used to be, way back when, it was the guy that cheated and the woman never cheated. But now that's changing. Now so often the woman is cheating. There was a relationship that, here's an example. There was a relationship between our friends Ray and Carrie, which seemed like it would never end. It was like they were like the Luke and Laura of our group. Ray and Carrie. And then at some point, entered our group was a guy we called, that my buddy Greg started calling Dumb Dude. So Dumb Dude, whom everyone liked very much. I liked him. I thought he was funny. He was pretty cool. Dumb Dude was what we called him. It wasn't his name. I don't remember what his real name was, but we called him Dumb Dude. And he really wasn't a dumb dude, but he would sometimes do dumb shit, and so Greg called him Dumb Dude. Well, one night he did some really dumb shit and had sex with Carrie, Ray's girlfriend Carrie. Ray and Carrie. One of the tightest relationships I thought I ever saw. And so, I was surprised that when Ray was, to be quite honest, and guys, tell guys what's going on. Guys know what's going on with the other guys. And he was as straight as an arrow. He didn't do anything with other girls, but a lot of girls liked him. He was a very handsome gentleman. A lot of girls would approach him or make offers, and he had no interest in taking those offers because he was in a relationship with Carrie. So we thought, if Ray's happy, Carrie must be happy. Apparently she wasn't happy because she started taking cack from Dumb Dude. So that was pretty dumb. And he's lucky he didn't get jumped by all of us. But, it wasn't his fault. It takes two to tango, and it takes two to fuck hard. Well, it only takes one to fuck hard, really, but it takes two to have sex. Between humans, anyway. Some plants and I think animals are asexual, but humans are, not asexual. What's it called when you reproduce on your own, by yourself? It's not asexual. There are humans who are asexual, but there are not humans who are. What's it called? I don't know what it's called. Not asexual, because there are asexual humans. Asexual means you have no interest in having sex. There's, what's it called whenever you can, I don't have my phone with me. I have my new phone that has no SIM card in it, which is why I had a trip planned to go to Walmart today. To get a new SIM card to get a SIM card for my new phone so I can activate it and make it more than useless as it is right now. So I was all waiting to go at between 10:44 a.m. and 11:14 a.m. That's how Colorado here in St. Louis does it. It's a transit system for those who have disability, those who are members of the ADA. You have to qualify for the ADA. I think it's American Disabilities Association. I don't know. American Disability Act. You have to be disabled to qualify to qualify for Colorado, it's called. All right. And so once you are ADA eligible, you can be eligible to take Colorado. I am, for those of you who do not know, I am disabled. I don't know if I said that earlier in this video or if it was the last video. I had to re-record a couple of videos tonight because the sound bar would cut out and there would be no sound in the video. So, let me say, I got a fart. I had to abort mission. I don't know if it was a fart, just a fart. I wanted nothing but the fart, the whole fart, and nothing but I wanted the fart, the whole fart, and nothing but the fart. I couldn't guarantee that, so I aborted mission. I'm drinking Mountain Dew Code Red. Look at that. That's a yummy soda. A yummy soda pop, as I call it. I'm not farting this time. This time. I'm trying to relieve the pain in my hip, the arthritis. Not arthritis, it's arthritis, I'm sure. The arthritis in my left hip. It's killing me tonight. No, that wasn't a fart attempt. That was a hip hurts, and I'm trying to get release from the hip. I'm trying again. This is not a fart. This is just a test. It's not a fart. Or the real fart, warnings would follow, and directions would follow to what to do. This was a real fart, but this is just a test. Well, this is just a hip check, not a real fart. Yes, so I was supposed to go to Walmart this morning, and I asked the activity lady who passes out the money if I could make sure I can get the money before 10:30. For when I leave at 10:44, I would have it for sure. And so again, I needed the money to buy a new SIM card for my phone that I just bought, the Galaxy S25, the Samsung Galaxy S25. The Samsung Galaxy's latest S series is the 25. And that's what I have. I just bought a brand new one, unlocked, and brand new. It's supposed to cost like $860, but I caught it on sale at Amazon this is the smaller gigabyte version. So the larger one was on sale. I missed the sale because I couldn't buy it. I didn't have my money yet. I would have paid $600 for the 256 caliber, no, the 256 gigabyte phone, S25. But instead I paid $550 for the 128 gig S25. So because the one that cost $600 went back up to $860, the original cost for the 256 phone. And so I couldn't buy that one anymore because I wanted this microphone that I'm talking into, which costs about $500. I wanted this microphone too, and I needed a new Computra, which I bought using a new laptop, along with a new microphone and a brand new sole and a cross of gold. Ah. Oh, it didn't sound right. Supposed to sound like the fish might hit in the water. That sounded more like it. But I couldn't do that at will. Anyway. So I asked the activities lady, could I get my money? And she said no. I think I went through this earlier. And she said no. And I said, well, why not? And she said, because I said no. And I said, well, why did you say no? She said, because I can't give it to you by 10:30. I said, well, why? She gets the money. The bank's supposed to open at 8 a.m. She usually has the money by 8 a.m. I just wanted to make sure that today she was going to have the money by 8 a.m. Which if she did, it would give me plenty of time, of course, to get my money before 10:44 a.m. That's the early window of when I could be picked up. The late window would be 11:14. There's always 15 minutes on each side. So I pickup time was 10:59 a.m. So 15 minutes after that could be 11:14, or 15 minutes before that would be 10:44. So my pickup time was scheduled for 10:59. And so, since there can be a 15-minute before window and a 15-minute after window, I was supposed to be picked up between 10:44 and 11:14 a.m. Instead, I had to cancel the ride because I was told that I couldn't get my money before the bus would be here. The call ride bus would be here. So I canceled my fucking ride, and so I canceled my ride, and then I asked her why I couldn't. She said, well, I told you I wasn't going to Walmart for you. I said, I didn't ask you to go to Walmart for me. I asked if I can get my money to go to Walmart for me. She said, that's not what you asked. I said, it is what I asked. She said, no, it's not. I said, yeah, it is. So we got into a big argument about whether I was saying that I wanted her to go to Walmart or if I was saying I was going to Walmart. And I was clearly saying I was going to Walmart and wanted my money before I went to Walmart. I made it clear. I said flat out, I booked a ride this morning to go to Walmart. I need my money before I go. Can I get it? And that's when she said, no, I couldn't. And I said, well, why can't I? She said, well, because you can't. And I said, I know I can't. I'm asking, why can't I? She said, because I said you can't. And I know. Why didn't you say I can't? I hate that. I don't know if it was this video I went on and on about that already, but, or if it was a previous video, because I've had to record these videos a few times because I keep falling asleep during them. Well, one time, I stayed awake the whole time and made a good video, but I looked down and the sound bar wasn't working. I didn't know how long it wasn't working for. So at one point the sound bar cut out, so that means you couldn't hear me. So now let me get this in as quickly as I can before this sound bar quits working. So I had to keep making the videos because the sound bar was going out or I was falling asleep while making the video. And right now I'm going to finish this video soon so that it's a full video and it didn't cut out. So I kept asking her why she said she couldn't give me the money, and she just kept saying she couldn't. I said, I know you say you can, but why do you say you can't? She said, I told you I couldn't give you, I told you I can't. The whole time she claims later that she thought I was asking her to go to Walmart for me, to buy a SIM card for my new phone, or to pick me up some Subway. I was just telling her why I was going to Walmart and what I needed money for. It was so frustrating going through that with her. And then at the end, after she'd go for me now that I canceled my ride, And then she said, I told you I'm not going. I said, no, but I thought it would change now that you fucked me over. And, she said she didn't like that language. I said, that's too fucking bad. I said, you take her, she doesn't think she goes to Walmart for everybody else in the home except me. And I was told by another resident here, well, that's because you're the wrong color. Like, no, I don't believe that shit. I don't think she's not going because I'm white. She is black, by the way. And everybody she goes for happens to be black. That's because the great majority of the residents at the home are black. And so another resident here at the home told a white resident, said, well, that's because we're the wrong color. She also won't go places for him, won't go to Walmart for him either. And he said, well, that's because we're the wrong color. And so I said, I don't really think that it's like that. He said, well, why do you think she won't go for us when she goes for everybody else that's black? I said, because everybody else here is black. I said, maybe she doesn't like us, or just is too lazy coincidentally, too busy or too lazy on the days we ask her. I don't know why she won't go. But he's right, she won't go for either of us, ever. He's asked a billion times will she go for him, and I've asked a billion times will she go to Walmart for me, and every time it's no. But anyone else who says that I've been there, man, after I asked Manny, can you go to Walmart? I shouldn't say her name, but I did. I just said her name. I doxed her name. Sorry. And they'd say, so-and-so, can you go to Walmart for me? And she'd say, sure. After I already asked, she'd say, oh, I can't, I'm busy today. And she'd tell other people, sure. And so this guy, Michael's his name, who tells me it's because we're white and she doesn't do things for us. He was like, I told you. I said, what'd you tell me? You told me that she won't do shit for me. I said, I already knew that. And he's like, well, why do you think she won't? I said, because, I don't know. Maybe she doesn't like me because I get a million being annoying, being a smart ass when I don't get my way, or throwing a fit when I don't get my way. As a result, she might not like me. And so I tried to explain this to Michael, and he said, no, she doesn't like you because you're the wrong race. And I said, I don't believe that. And I don't believe that. I don't know why she won't go to Walmart for me. Especially after she fucked me over and made me cancel my ride by claiming she didn't understand what I was saying, and I made it very clear what I was saying. She's not a stupid person at all. She's a very intelligent woman. She doesn't listen sometimes. Like a lot of people don't listen. That's their problem. They don't listen. I was told growing up with my mom, you don't listen. And so then she explained what she was saying, and then I realized, you know what, she was saying that. I said, listen, and pay attention. And so that's what a lot of people do. A lot of people do it, not just kids, not just me when I was a kid, but a lot of people just don't listen. And they say they thought, they just figure what's going on. They just assume what's going on. And when you're all done, you tell them why I said blah, blah, blah. And even if they remember saying, oh, yeah, he did say blah, 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 they still will, I don't know. Well, I don't know what I was trying to say. Anyway, I'm so tired right now. I'm going to hang this up because, I don't know. The bottom line is I was going to go to Walmart today to buy a SIM card for my new phone and to get some Subway for myself and for a girlfriend here. Not a girlfriend, but although she wants to be my girlfriend, she says. I'm just not interested in her that way. I think she's pretty, and she's younger than I. She's 43. I'm 51. I think that's a good age. She's, nice and young. I like them young. Not as young as in their 20s or their teens, even for the legal range of being a teenager. In Missouri, in the state of Missouri, you can mess around with a girl who is 17 years old or older. But I have no interest in being with a 17-year-old. I can assure you of that. Even though she would be of legal age of consent, I have no interest in being with a 17-year-old girl. But a 43-year-old woman I do have interest in. A lot of people would say that's too young for me. Perhaps it is, but I like that. I would love to be with a 43-year-old woman. And this woman who likes me and wants to be my girlfriend is 43, and she happens to be pretty, but she lives in this nursing home because she's got mental problems. She's just slow. And I don't find that very attractive. And she just has other problems too, mentally. Again, I don't find that very attractive. Maybe I'm very shallow or whatever, but that's what I am then. And as a result, you're attracted to what you're attracted to for whatever reason. Maybe someone's not as physically fit as you would like them, or just don't have the facial features you'd like, and so you're not attracted to that person. I am physically attracted to her. I just happen to not be, mentally attracted to her, which is just as important, really. it's perhaps more important than being physically attracted to somebody. So I'd like to be touched by her, and I would like to touch her, but there's more to it. I don't miss the sex. I don't miss sex in a relationship. I miss hanging out and having conversations and talking and watching movies together, and I couldn't do that with her. She doesn't have the mental capacity, in my opinion, to keep up with my conversation or to stimulate me with her conversation. And so I just have no interest. But I did promise her that I got to Walmart when it has a Subway attached to it, which is where I was going, that I would buy her some Subway. And so I have every intention of keeping my promise. So whenever I can book another ride with Call Ride to go to Walmart with a Subway attached to it, I'm going to go there, buy a SIM card for my new phone that is currently useless because I can't activate it without a SIM card. I'm going to buy a SIM card for my new phone. I'm going to buy me a foot-long tuna sub and buy her a foot-long Philly cheesesteak sub with all the veggies and salt and pepper and oil and vinegar that she wants. I'm going to buy her that. I'm going to buy a foot-long tuna sub with extra mayo, salt and pepper, and some oil and vinegar onto it. And that's what I'm going to buy. I don't know how much that's going to cost, but I have enough money to cover it. I'm sure. The SIM card is about $30. $30 is $30. And I figure the total of the Subway sandwiches would be close to, certainly over 20, close to 30 maybe. So with tax and everything, that'd be over $60 for the two. I have over 60. I have $65. I expect I can buy a $30 SIM, a $26 SIM card, and then a $20 whatever dollar lunch with $65. That adds up. I don't know. And see, the problem is I don't know exactly how much it would cost to get what I want from Subway. So throwing it, and then I have to have $2 each way for a Call Ride. That means $4 I have to save, a total of $4, $2 each way, $4. $4 I need to save. I need to save $4. Those of you who get that reference, cool. Cheers. For those of you who don't get that reference, I should explain it, but I'm not going to. Go check out Rewind on the Lol Cow Universe. LOL Cow Moo Universe. Lol Cow. It's the Lol Cow. You've been watching it. You clicked it just now. Lol Cow, the Lol Cow Universe, the universe created by Boogie2988 and Killer Keemstar. Daniel Keem. Killer Keemstar. DJ Killer Keemstar. He and Boogie2988 started a universe called the Lol Cow Universe, the LCU they call it, which is a bunch of lol cows. I don't know the exact definition of lol cows, but just a bunch of people who have problems in some way or another. Usually mental problems. They crash out, they get irate and crash out, or they just can't, I don't know. Whatever, you should check it out. It's hilarious. There's several shows in the universe. There's Live, which consists of Keemstar, Boogie2988, and now a gentleman named Rastar. And Live does the best financially, and I think it's the most entertaining of the shows. But they have several other shows, including a show called Queens, starring Tina D, Michael Green, kid behind a camera, that guy, and hang on. I'm sorry, I'm so tired, I'm going to hang it up now. I'm going to tell you 2 fingers, 8-Up Club. See you when I see ya. Pizza rolls. Get the fuck out of here. See ya. See ya. See ya. Peace.